The weight of the world on a heart that is pure. In the eyes of the innocent, let feather fade. And you don't rising for the broken. Give me a child, you know.
I give me child, you know.
The weight of the world on a heart that is pure. In the eyes of the innocent, let fade. And you don't rising for the broken.
Give me child, you know. To that child, you know. I give a child, you know. To that child, you know. To that child, you know. Give a child, you know. Give a child, you know.
Do Garana Deji, and he was deployed somewhere in Nebas. He'll be back in a few days.
That's a long story, dude. Can we please talk about something else? Nasma kweja wangani.
Nadakanga tola makiza yo manje ku pharmacy no tengera ma tablets angu BP. Tuzifunga izo. And please be quick. Rush so that we will get the shaman.
chichaiwo.
But no. And go and clean up.
Inimandiona nyemwerero chisokupenya mumoyo mangu kazvirimo zvinondinetsa zvizere. Inimandiona nyemwerero chisokupenya mumoyo mangu kazvirimo.
Urubva kupi? Wanga unani? Uchiitei? And why?
Daddy, sorry nchazviti futi. Ndokumbira regerero.
Once is a mistake, but twice, it becomes a habit.
Sorry.
Mai wako iwe vakatiza pano pamba vakasiya uri mucheche wakudzokorora the same mistake. Unofana kurohwa nene wakataizwa stareke. Chichi mwanangu, wake up.
Ndiani wadzima choto yadeuka mvura mwana achigadza poto. Ndiani wadzima choto yadeuka mvura mwana achigadza poto. Zvaratanga popoto bongozozo kurwisana kwemashoko rakafana baba sekuru tete zvimwe ndimbuya vacho hakuna asiri kunzeri.
Chichi mwanangu, what are you saying? Ndisiye mani. Hausuzwa kuti pane zvaroda kutaura here mwana wangu?
mumoyo muninga ikangaidza mukwenyu kuvavira mumoyo mupfungwa zairi kangaidza mukwenyu yavavira mumoyo muninga.
Detective Sal, Detective Boba, good morning. Tikusungai comrade nemhosva yekuti muri kufungidzirwa kuti makauraya mwana wenyu Chiedza. You have the right to remain silent, the right to an attorney, and the right to a fair trial.
Is this really necessary, guys?
I don't like this, boss. Something's wrong.
Listen, things are not adding up here. You're not being friendly, right?
I think I should be the one to lead this conversation. You know the true comrade. Carrying 3 ranks.
3 ranks aside on notes. This is my daughter we're talking about here.
The daughter you murdered. Are we talking about the same daughter here? Or do you have another daughter that I'm not aware of? Because if we are talking about the same daughter, then you better be quiet, comrade.
What will you do if you find out that I'm innocent? What will you do?
On November 11, at house number 15 Chicago, at around 2300 hours, it is being alleged that you caused the death of Chiedza Sabe knowingly by beating her several times, intentionally, or realizing the real risk of possibility that death may occur as a result of your action. Do you understand the nature of your charge?
Yep.
How do you plead?
Not guilty. How could I kill my daughter?
Well, I have all day. Tauraini correct.
I was suspecting that my daughter was having an affair with one of Fumojena. So I set up a trap.
Fumojena, the magistrate.
I lied to her that I was supposed to be home, following up on a tip of the wanted person. So I told her that I would be away for a few days. She had SO1 EP1. So and I followed her after school. The magistrate. I waited for some time until I decided to go back home to waiting home. I had my proof.
And then?
She came for my 11. I was so angry. So I wanted to beat her first. It doesn't do the chocolate.
Why didn't you ask her first?
Mwana wangu paikura ndakamudzidzisa magood manners. After we separated na mama wacho, I could not stand the fact that she might lie to me. So I wanted to give her a chance to tell me the truth. So ndakamrowa.
Come on, comrade, you are a detective. Ndoda kuziva kuti wakamurowa how many times, papi, pai, uchishandisa chi, every detail.
I just used jamboko, but I can't remember how many times I beat her.
Comrade, Manoguna Wina Manama, your acting skills are quite impressive.
Just remember kuti takazomurowera musoro wake patebhuru. That's when she lost consciousness.
Tommy, how old was your daughter?
Turning 18 in December.
Old enough to get married. Whether umurora.
Iwe, usandudza zvisina basa. Vauda kuzotipowa manje. Mwenye kubereka unoziva here. Kana kuti urikoma.
Wazvimba Biboka. Wazvimba Bibo. If you cared about your daughter so much, why umurowera musoro patebhuru? Unogona kutsamwa. Kumureti, panapa pa police station. And if you think I'm gonna treat you like a detective virus, because uri musungwa wemeda, unogona kutsamwa.
Say, I think you're jumping the gun.
Our duty is to investigate and not to judge. What makes you say that? Your years of trial experience?
Say, Sawe did not have the motive to kill his daughter.
Do you need motive for culpable homicide?
Yeah, why didn't you tell me earlier?
State, let's commence the trial. Put the charge to the accused person for his plea. Sir, are you comfortable with English or Shona? Shona mambo wangu. Lenny Stritzer, you are sworn in as the interpreter. Any reservations?
No, Your Worship.
In terms of Section 188 of the Criminal Procedure and Evidence Act, Chapter 9.07, as well as provision of paragraph A and B, we shall proceed with the trial.
Johannes Save, you're being accused of murdering Chiedza Save, your daughter. Your biological daughter, aged 18 years of age, on the same date, on the 12th of December 2023, at the house number 1866 Chikanga, Mutare. You, Johannes Save, unlawfully caused the death of Chiedza Save, either intending to kill or despite realizing the real risk or a possibility that your conduct might result in death. You, Johannes Save, continued assaulting Chiedza Save, who is now the deceased, with booted foot, with a shambok, and you also went on to hit her head on the table. You went on to delay rendering assistance to the now deceased Chiedza Save, which is the major cause of the death thereof. Your Worship.
Iwe Johannes Save unogara kuchikanga pa Carol Note 1866. Uri kupomerwa mhosva yekuponda. Zviri kunzi musi wa 23 zvitagore ra 2023. Panguva dza 11 usiku wakarowa mwana wako Chiedza uchishandisa makumbo ako nemaoko uine pfungwa dzekuuraya, kana kuti uchiziva kuti kurowa kwaiita kunogona kukonzera rufu. Wakaenderera mberi ukanonoka kupa mwana wako rubatsiro uye akanozofira kuchipatara.
Have you understood all the facts and the essential elements as explained to you? It is time for you to give your defense outline. Do you wish to say anything in connection with your defense?
This is the point where I step in, Your Worship. Yes, we will give our defense outline.
State, Do you have any submission before we hear the defense outline?
No, Your Worship.
I would like to deny the charges being leveled against my client on the basis of inconsistent evidence. First of all, my client is no motive for murder, yet still, the guards murder his own daughter. It is common cause that a father was trying to discipline his daughter, which he did successfully. His daughter fainted and rushed to the hospital for treatment. Now, why would the state wish to turn an innocent father into a murderer? We can both agree that no murderer would do that, right? That's if there's an inch of humanity in my learned friend's conscience. My client's daughter's death was not of excessive physical pain as implied on the charge sheet. On the post-mortem report, the cause of death is cardiac arrest. A significant amount of unknown substance was found in her blood, and it was concluded that it was an unknown drug consumed by the deceased before death. My client can testify that his daughter was not on drugs. So now, the big question is, how did she get them? Was it before or after she was disciplined by her father? I believe the state should further investigate before we can conclude, Your Worship. My client should be grieving his daughter. We suspect foul play in that there is more to my client's daughter's death. I humbly request the state to thoroughly investigate and demystify the inconsistencies. Whosoever is likely to benefit from this murder, that's our culprit. Definitely not my client.
I don't know which law school you attended, but I believe we both agree that your submissions does not hold any water, but rather is misleading.
Objection! The question about which school I attend is a personal attack on my ego and it's improper. Please, withdraw your statement.
I withdraw my statement, Your Worship, for the sake of progress. Although we agree that some law schools are just like preschools, which is not relevant in this matter. Pardon my manners, Your Worship.
Without wasting much time, do we have any witnesses for the state?
I shall call upon Dr. Jegecha up front.
My name is Dr. Jasper Jegecha. I'm a government medical officer and I studied medicine at the University of Harvard in the United States of America.
How do you know the accused person?
Only in connection with this case, Your Majesty. Oh, sorry, Your Worship.
Can you tell the court about the cause of death of the now deceased Chiedza Sabe? And can you give us your expert opinion?
Your Worship, as the treating doctor for the now deceased Chiedza Sabe, I can attest that her death was caused by cardiac arrest. In my professional opinion, the cause of the cardiac arrest was myocardial infarction, which occurred as a result of ventricular fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat that can cause the heart to stop beating. I believe that there was an electrolyte imbalance caused by severe dehydration. The victim, who is now deceased, lost a lot of blood and probably cried for too long. This caused her to dehydrate. I reached this conclusion based on the results of the autopsy. I'm confident in my diagnosis and believe that the evidence supports my conclusion.
Court will adjourn to 1400 hours for continuation of trial.
Court shall rise.
Ndingakubatsira ineyi, officer.
Detective.
I know you investigated Sawi's case. What I don't know is the purpose of your visit, sir.
Wow, that's a long speech. I'm reliably informed, Good Survey Abgwejo.
In a shocking development, an anonymous tip-off was posted on social media, alleging that the death of Chiedza Sabe, the daughter of a police detective, might be an act of foul play. The tip-off further alleges that the victim was raped before death by Mr. X. This has prompted pressure groups and civil societies, as well as school children, to call for a trial de novo. It is most likely that the case will be reopened and the trial de novo is inevitable.
The weight of the world on a heart that is pure. In the eyes of the innocent, let feather